Does marriage put more money in your pocket than when you are single? Yes, an absolute yes. More money is in marriage. I'm not saying this, to convince you to get married. I'm saying this to convince you to try so that you can be richer as a married person. There are reasons. And the person that created marriage actually said that, the two can come together and become as one. When the power of two synergizes to become as one, they will definitely perform more than one. Follow me. There are things in marriage and in making money that synergize. When you are talking about money in marriage, we are talking about earning that money. And so, as a single person, you just stand up and decide on the kind of work you will do. Yes, you have your profession, but it's not enough. There are people that are medical doctors that are doing some other things. As a single person, once you read medicine, you will end up working in the hospital. As a married person, if you have the great synergy, you may not work in the hospital. That may actually not be your calling. It will be your profession, but it will not be your calling. You may not have to do that work. So in earning, when you sit together with your spouse and discuss, you'll find out what you are better at. You will find out what your calling is. You'll find out what you can do that will create more value within the society, and you earn more. So earning, it's important. And earning as a married person, a good relationship, that marriage will make you richer than a single person. Singles, sorry for today, but that's a fact. So when you are earning money, the next stage is spending. And as a married person, you will spend better. We all have our proclivities, our perspectives about spending. But if you triangulate your spending with your spouse, you'll spend better. There are some things we spend out of obsession, and we just go ahead and spend it. Nobody advises us. That's why you need a spouse. When you have a spouse, your spouse will at least be able to tell you, are you really sure that this is what we need for this time? It's just like sometimes you feel like taking a bottle of fizzy drinks. And it's actually not fizzy drink you need. You are actually feeling thirsty. And a bottle of water could have done the trick. But, if you're alone, without thinking, you just open one of them and start drinking. But it's actually thirsty that you are, and you can't solve that problem you have with a bottle of water. That is how it goes. There are some spendings we do that are obsessional. And if you have a spouse and you're working well, that spouse will be able to remind you about that, and you will spend less. So spending, you will be richer and you'll be better as a married person than as a single person. Let's go to saving. When you are saving simply, and you are saving for yourself, sometimes you don't have enough drive, enough things to plan for. And that's why singles make frivolous spends and save very little. Because it's like, what is there? Let me just spend it today, tomorrow, something else will come. But as a married person, there is somebody that is close to you. There's a spouse. There's a responsibility that's close to you that will put you on the job to make you to spend less, so as to take care of that. And you find yourself spending, saving more, and that helps you. In investing, when you are investing, at least as a married person, you have somebody to triangulate with. You have somebody to give you the other perspective than as a single person. Remember, the objective is not to castigate being single, but I'm just giving you an advantage of being married. There are many people that are married that are living as singles, and you need to come out from that, because you will remain where you are if you do not utilize the gem, the treasure that God has put for you, near you, as a spouse. That's my intent. The intent is to be able to stimulate you to go to use that treasure that God has placed by your side as your spouse. So you look at the aspect of earning, look at the aspect of spending, look at the aspect of saving, look at the aspect of investing. You could do this better as a married person than your single self. So let's drive this a little deeper in the other conversations we're going to have on this. But just know that marriage can put more money in your pocket. And indeed, you can be richer than your single self if you are married. Thank you. Subscribe to Family Colors TV, like and share, and get this information to a lot of people who need it. God bless you.